and glory to Him. Father God, I just continue to pray that you'd go before us today. Whatever we might be going through, Lord, we learn to cast it upon you. We learn to look to you, look to that cross, not just to see that cross as just a piece of wood that you was nailed to, but think of what you did. The suffering when you cried, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. You said, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? That was when you actually turn your face against your son because you could not behold our sin, and it was because of our sin and our transgression. Remember, even when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he wept. And the Bible says his sweat was like great drops of blood. And he said, Father, if it is be possible, let that cup be taken from me, because he knew the agony he had to go through. But he said, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. And all this was done for us because of our sinful Adamic nature. Adam sold us into the sin market of sin. But because by one man's sin, disobedience came upon all of us, and death passed upon all of us. But by the obedience of one man, which is Christ Jesus, the righteousness of God has been imputed to us. So help us to remember these things, not just to hear them and to forget them, but to believe. Give us faith to believe. And even though we don't have faith, God said, just to help my unbelief, God. Reach out and touch somebody today at the point of their need. Somebody who might be reaching out for a touch situation is so. Sometimes things in life cause us to be so pressured and turn. But God help us to turn. Look up. Help us to look up this morning. Help someone to look up and say, God, I need you. I pray today for salvation for someone. The grace of God that brings us salvation as a faith unto all men, teaching us that we can deny ungodliness, worldly lust, and we can live soberly and righteously in this present generation, God. You have given us all provision whereby we can live a godly life. So don't help the devil to fool us. Because we know he come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. And God, we just pray that you will manifest it, that you will destroy the work of the evil one. You're the only one who died and rose again. And Lord, you will be coming back again for a prepared people. And we see the signs of the times are showing us. God, you say in the last days what would happen. Men will be lovers of pleasures. They'll be boasters. They'll be evil. They will have no respect for law and authority. They'll be even against their own parents, God, disobedient. So many disobedient children, disrespect, despisers of things that are good, God, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. And God, I continue to pray that persons will become aware, quicken and awaken our spiritual consciousness, that we know that there is a God. We will know that we need to turn. We will know that one day we're going to have to stand before you and give an account of the life we live, oh God. And many of us would be said, depart from me, I know you not. And they said, Lord, didn't you see I do this and I do that, I do this and I do that? But he said, I never knew you. And God, I pray today that, Lord, you will just bring that spiritual awareness, help us to be conscious of God in our life. People of God, I'm just praying. People today, I'm just nation today, I'm just praying that wherever you hear my voice, just remember that God is going to bring us into reckoning one day. And God, I pray today that it will be a day of reckoning. We would come to the consciousness of ourselves and say, Lord, help me. I just pray today for salvation over our nation, over every parish, over every family today, meeting homes where there are situations where there's so much wars and tumult, brothers against sisters, families against this because of this and that. Lord, teach us, God, how to live in love and harmony. Teach us how to forgive. Teach us how to turn aside from things. Sometimes the Bible says it's possible to live peaceable with all men. Neighbors are so much things sometimes. And you allow yourself to be stressed and worried when you could just say, I choose today to accept the peace of God. I choose today to be a different person. Father, hover over us, Lord, every nation of the world, all the things that are happening around us and making us perplexed, oh God. This is happening there, this is happening there. And we're worried and we fret so much. Help us to put our knees bend our knees and pray and ask God for change, ask God for transformation. We know things are going to happen, but God help us to be a different person. Teach us how it means to be better, Lord God. And today I just want to pray over my nation, a prayer of consecration, Lord. Forgive us where we fail you, we sin and fall short of you, oh God, where we need your mercies, Lord, where we need your help, Lord. Just come in today and we could hear that still small voice saying, this is the way, walk in it, Lord. Have your divine way today. Give us a blessed and productive day. Whatever we find to do, Lord, help us to do it to the best of our ability and for the good of each other, Lord. Take full control, oh God. Come on, take full control. God, I pray today in Jesus' name with thanksgiving. Amen and amen.
Amen and good morning. How are you?
Mercy, Lord. Jesus.
Hello?
Let your will be done. Amen.
Amen. Good morning. How are you?
Hello?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Try to be
Great, great.
good.
Wonderful to
And
hear.
you?
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Blessed to you.
Okay, bye-bye. It's real. It's 91. Good morning, Grenada, Caribbean. Good morning. Morning, all you friends throughout the world. How are you doing?
On 919 Real FM, unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice line, hear the airwaves free. Read on the radio, see. Whoa. No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe, just the raw truth that flow like Mount Kwakwa tribe. Ooh. From Grand Anse to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now hide, let your heart pour out. Ooh. Oh, microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM are the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Real expression.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
So fast pay, on you an easy way to pay. So fast pay, so fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. Flow Fast Pay. Flow Fast Pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Are you running a business or just running a hustle? Join Grenville Cooperative Credit Union for its 3rd annual Business Smart Forum under the theme From Hustle to Enterprise, Building Structured, Sustainable Businesses. March 26th, Grenada Trade Center. Registration begins 9:30 in the morning. Engage in powerful workshop-style sessions on managing the small business like a business, not a hustle. Financial discipline for small businesses, because cash flow is king. Network with experts from Grenada Industrial Development Corporation, Inland Revenue, and Grenada Chamber of Commerce. Register today at any GCCU branch or call 442-8602. Your contribution, members, $100, $150 for non-members. At GCCU, small business is our business.
Grenada, get ready as the St. Patrick's Organization for Development presents the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Sunday, March 15th, church service at the St. Patrick's RC Church. Tuesday, March 17th, the opening ceremony at the Sotez Bus Terminal from 10 a.m. Friday, March 20th, bonfire in Montreach from 6 p.m. Saturday, 21st March, it's Health Walk from Samaritan to the Sotez Bus Terminal from 4:30 p.m. and Street Vibes at Rusty Rose Bar, downtown Sotez from 6 p.m. Sunday, 22nd March, it's Mountain Jam, Salis Mountain Road from 5 a.m. and a fun day at the Mighty Playing Field from 12 p.m. Monday, 23rd March, it's a school quiz at the St. Patrick's Anglican School from 12 p.m. Friday, 27th March, it's BFS at Calico Parking Lot from 4 p.m. Saturday, 28th March, it's Street Vibes and Karaoke on Main Street Sotez from 4 p.m. and on Sunday, March 29th, it's the grand finale. Run St. Patrick's Run from 6 a.m. and Street Fiesta from 12 p.m. until. So remember, it's the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Be there.
You got it right. Be a part of the St. Patrick's Fiesta 2026. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Morning to the world. Morning to you, Drums. How are you doing?
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. A reading from the Word of God, to Matthew chapter 11. And it came to pass, when Jesus had made an end to the counseling his 12 disciples, he departed hence to teach and to preach in the city. Now when Jesus had heard it, now when John had headed in the prison the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples and said unto him, Art thou he that should come, or do we look for another? Jesus answered and said unto them, Go and show John those things that which he do or hear or see, and blind receive the sight, and the lame walk, the leprosy are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are rise up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offered in me. And as they departed, Jesus began to say unto the multitude, calling to John, what went he out into the wilderness to see? This is the end of the scripture reading this morning.
Thank you, darling. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right. Family good?
Yes, for the time, everybody all right.
Okay, love. Take care of yourself.
Showers of blessing.
What's that?
I say we get some showers of blessing.
Oh, you got some this morning?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. Take care of yourself, love.
You too have a wonderful day.
Okay, bye-bye now, drums. It's real, it's 91. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean, the world. Good morning to you. I can't leave you out. Are you crazy? No, can't leave out the world. Are you mad? Are you seriously crazy? Can't leave out the world when you're saying good morning.
Fast pay on you an easy way to pay. So fast pay. So fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. So fast pay. So fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Grenada, get ready as the St. Patrick's Organization for Development presents the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Sunday, March 15th, church service at the St. Patrick's RC Church. Tuesday, March 17th, the opening ceremony at the Sotes Bus Terminal from 10 a.m. Friday, March 20th, bonfire in Montreach from 6 p.m. Saturday, 21st March, it's Health Walk from Samaritan to the Sotes Bus Terminal from 4:30 p.m. and Street Vibes at Rusty Rose Bar, downtown Sotes from 6 p.m. Sunday, 22nd March, it's Mountain Jam, Celeste Mountain Road from 5 a.m. and the Fun Day at the Muddy Playfield from 12 p.m. Monday, 23rd March, it's a school quiz at the St. Patrick's Anglican School from 12 p.m. Friday, 27th March, it's BFS at Calico Parking Lot from 4 p.m. Saturday, 28th March, it's Street Vibes and karaoke on Main Street Sotes from 4 p.m. And on Sunday, March 29th, it's the grand finale, Run St. Patrick's Run from 6 a.m. and Street Fiesta from 12 p.m. until. So remember, it's the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Be there.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tuning out the spike.
27 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning, Grenada. 919 915 www.therealfmgrenada.com. Radio entertainment always lasts. Keep it real. This is Real FM. That's the Med Office. This is Nicole Jones. Good morning, Nicole.
Hi, good morning to you and your listeners. Here's the weather for today, Tuesday, the 10th of March, 2026, as recorded at Archbishop International Airport. Presently, the weather is partly cloudy. Winds are from the east at 15 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1014.7 millibar, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 25.5 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 73%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 29.4 degrees Celsius. Last night's mean was 24.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, trace millimeter of rainfall was recorded here at Archbishop International Airport. Hence, the total for the month remains at 12.9 millimeters. Now we move to the public forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair and windy, with light, isolated morning showers, increasing in cloud cover and showers after midnight. Maximum temperature 30 degrees Celsius. The winds are expected to be east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough, with waves 6 to 9 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. High tide today will be at 7:45 a.m., low tide 2:45 p.m. Sunset today will be at 6:17, sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:16. Just to repeat the public forecast valid for today and tonight, generally fair and windy with light isolated morning showers, increasing in cloud cover and showers after midnight. Maximum temperature 30 degrees Celsius. Reporting from the Morris Bishop International Airport, I am Nicole Jones. Do have yourself a wonderful morning.
Thank you very, very much, Nicole. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. 29 minutes and 35 seconds moving after the 7 o'clock hour. Remember I told you we have a guest this morning. Yeah? We'll link in it, I guess, maybe in the next 15 minutes or so.
Power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Whoa! Tuning on the spice side, where the airwaves free. On the radio see. Whoa! No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe. Just the raw truth that flow like Mount Quaqua tribe. Ooh. From Grand Anse to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now, I'd let your heart pour out. Ooh. Whoa. Microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM at the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound will make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound will make freedom ring. Shaman chant the blues, farmer hymn the rain. Mama shares her wisdom, youths them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Not making of the rhythm, cocoa in at the bass. Real FM hold the mirror to the spice all face. Whoa. Reel up the truth selector, let the people speak. 91.9, no we can't, no me. From Carriacou shores to the Crater Lake beat. Real expression loud and the nation lost. Lyrics are a temple, the DJ is the priest. Every song a sermon, every word released. No censorship, no chains, just the soul laid bare. Grenada's heartbeat pulsing through the FM here. When the storm take the island, the signal still repair. Real FM 91.9, the sound of prayer. Ooh. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada voice rise. Real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada's voice rise.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, or telling your story visual, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
Flow makes your next phone upgrade easy. Add postpaid to your internet plan and score a Samsung Galaxy for as low as $30 a month. It's the smartest way to an interest-free premium phone upgrade. Don't let anything stand between you and that new phone feeling. Step into your upgrade with confidence. Visit us in store and sign up today. We keep your rhythm flowing. Terms and conditions apply.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
Are you running a business or just running a hustle? Join Grenville Cooperative Credit Union for its 3rd annual Business Smart Forum under the theme From Hustle to Enterprise, Building Structured, Sustainable Businesses. March 26th, Grenada Trade Center. Registration begins 9:30 in the morning. Engage in powerful workshop-style sessions on managing the small business like a business, not a hustle. Financial discipline for small businesses because cash flow is king. Network with experts from Grenada Industrial Development Corporation, Inland Revenue, and Grenada Chamber of Commerce. Register today at any GCCU branch or call 442-8602. Your contribution, members, $100, $150 for non-members. At GCCU, small business is our business.
So fast pay, on you an easy way to pay. So fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. So fast pay, so fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Grenada, get ready as the St. Patrick's Organization for Development presents the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Sunday, March 15th, church service at the St. Patrick's RC Church. Tuesday, March 17th, the opening ceremony at the Sotez Bus Terminal from 10 a.m. Friday, March 20th, bonfire in Montreal from 6 p.m. Saturday, 21st March, it's Health Walk from Samaritan to the Sotez Bus Terminal from 4:30 p.m. and Street Vibes at Rusty Rose Bar, downtown Sotez from 6 p.m. Sunday, 22nd March, it's Mountain Jam, Salis Mountain Road from 5 a.m. and a fun day at the Mali Playfield from 12 p.m. Monday, 23rd March, it's a school quiz at the St. Patrick's Anglican School from 12 p.m. Friday, 27th March, it's BFS at Calico Parking Lot from 4 p.m. Saturday, 28th March, it's Street Vibes and karaoke on Main Street Sotez from 4 p.m. And on Sunday, March 29th, it's the grand finale, Run St. Patrick's Run from 6 a.m. and Street Fiesta from 12 p.m. until. So remember, it's the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Be there.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free. On the radio see. No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe, just the raw truth that flow like Mount Quack tribe. From Grand Anse to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now, I'd let your heart pour out. Microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM are the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection.
I'll let you see we have a phone call. Good morning. Hello? Oh, we lost it. I thought we had one there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did say we having a guest this morning. Well, you know, all this boasting of we having guests and everything. Next thing, guests don't show it there. Well, let me do so and just send a message there again. And where's my guest? Okay. Link sent. All right. So good. Yeah, man. I'll link up with the guest there. Send the link at least so that link up. Chimney Hill, good morning to you. What happened to you? Go behave yourself, eh? Behave yourself. Again. No, I'm not waiting on the guest. I'm just trying to read a message here. Okay, yeah. Read it for you. Good morning. That was what the message said. It was fast in my business this morning. I want to know what my message said. So, how's your day? I mean, how was your day yesterday? Yeah, my day yesterday wasn't bad at all. Yeah, I'm waiting for the guests to sign in. The link, yeah, I sent the link out already. All right, so Okay, great. Right. Okay, so Alia. Yeah, who is the guest? Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Somebody said they had to get rid of Judah's wife. Well, who is Judah? A good thing I'm not a female, so it doesn't affect me. Abby! What's happening? You good? Abby, go and check by that girl there. Yeah, the girl right next to you there. Right. Check by that girl and make sure I get them thing. Yeah. Yeah, Abby. Make sure you organize this thing for me. Yeah, man. Look, the thing in the glass case there. I ain't gonna tell you next thing I tell you, and everybody come down to get. Christine, good morning. Sherma what again? Sherma Jeremiah. Warwood, how you doing? How's the South, girl? Everything good down there? Trust that everything is good down there. All right, let me see who is tinging and who ain't tinging and who is linking me and who ain't linking me. Boy. You know, there comes a time when we sit call and the world must come together as one. Jesus, children,
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, where the airwaves free. Night for my night. On the radio see. No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe. Just the raw truth that flow like Mount Quackwa Tribe. From Grand Ends to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now, I let your heart pour out.
I can tell you one thing, friends. I've seen my guest. Told you I got a guest this morning.
Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed.
Told you guys didn't believe me.
The vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.
Chimney Hill, you want to know who is my guest? You will, if you listen, you will know. Yeah. Oh, by the way, my nephew. But is my son or my nephew? Boys, all of them, you know. Showing. Yeah. You guys probably, a lot of people in Sateas with no showing. Yeah. Showing Merriman? Yeah. My sister's second child. Oh, yeah. He's like my son. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday, guy. Yeah, guy, you celebrating big today, man. That's wonderful. Wonderful that you're celebrating your birthday today, and there's hoping that you have many more birthdays to come, and hope that your wife and your sister and your sisters and your brothers and everybody else, hope that they make it a beautiful day for you. I'm not there, but don't worry, we can take care of that another time. Yeah, you and I gonna have a special thing. So much for that. As I did say to you, I have a very special guest this morning. And let me tell you something. You guys probably say, oh, somebody's on the line. Good morning. How you doing? Oh, you're gone again. Why is that person just calling and just hanging up? You see, and if I ignore the call, then they're complaining. And then they will just instant call and hang up. I don't really like that kind of thing, you know. But that is how some people like to do it. They have fun that way. And I'm here for you to be educated, for you to have fun, and for you not to get into trouble. So, Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. Here's hoping that you're having a wonderful day. And it is indeed a joy to be with you for yet another Tuesday morning. Good morning, Grenada, as I said, and welcome once again to our program, Tuesday with a Difference. Usually we have the 20 questions. This morning, I believe I have about 30 questions. I was kind of free with the pen last evening, or with the keyboards, I dare say, and probably have about 30 questions. But nonetheless, we're just going to know about the person. Now, you're probably wondering, well, who is that person? Who is that person? Who is that person? Okay, listen to this, and listen to this very, very carefully. From time to time, this program brings you individuals who are stepping forward to play a role in the national life of our country. People who are offering themselves to serve, to represent communities, and to contribute to the future direction of Grenada. Today, we introduce to you a young man many may not yet know personally, but whose professional life has already been shaped by education and ideas. Troy Noel is a tutor at the St. George's University, an academic environment where discipline of thought, research, and analysis are part of everyday work. Recently, he made the decision to enter frontline politics, joining the New National Party and being named as the party's candidate for the town of St. George. The town of St. George is one of the most historic and politically important constituencies in Grenada, a place where commerce, culture, tourism, and national governance intersect each other. This morning, we want Grenada and the world to get to know the man behind the announcement. Who is Troy Noel? What shaped his thinking? Why politics? Why NNP? And why does he believe the town of St. George needs help at this time? Mr. Noel, good morning to you and welcome to our program. Troy, good morning.
Good morning, Andre. Good morning to your listeners. Good morning, everyone. And I accept the welcome to the program. It's my first stint at this, and I should say I'm green, but I will do my best.
Well, look at this. I like how you said that because you're green in many more ways than one. You are green in many more ways than one, my brother.
Yes.
Again, welcome to the studios of Real 91.9, 91.5. It's really great to have you this morning.
It's great to be here finally, actually.
Yeah, finally, because we tried, about twice before we tried, right?
Yeah.
And it just didn't work. I guess as they say in life, Troy, nothing happens before the time it is supposed to happen.
Well, yeah, I actually believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything happens the right time. Even the position which I hold right now, it did happen the right time. So I actually believe nothing happens before it's time. So I think today is the right day.
Yeah, today is the right day. Let's jump straight into everything here. Many Grenadians are hearing your name for the first time. So it'd be a nice thing for you to tell them, who is Troy Noel?
Well, Troy Noel is a very, very humble individual. Most persons I have been teaching all my life. Born in Grand Roy, lived there for about 11 or so years. Came down to town where I lived at Dabo within the town of St. George, of course, for a next 18 or 19 years where I would have developed as an individual. I believe that the environment there helped shape me. I've gone on to college, to GBSs at first, of course, and then after college. After that, I would have taken up a position in teaching in St. John's Christian Secondary. So I do have roots Grand Roy, so that seemed to be the best position for me to start my career. St. John's Christian Secondary have a place in our family in that one would know right now that my brother, Dr. Martin, he actually went to St. John's Christian Sec, and my sister also. So we have a good history there.
Yeah.
So to start a career like teaching, that seemed to have been the best place to start, and I enjoyed it actually. After that, I would have went on to St. George's University, where I would have done a degree in accounting, as a bachelor's degree in accounting and management, and then would have went on to do the ACCA, where I would have acquired my accounting profession, and then went on to teach at St. George's University, where I teach accounting mostly and some math. I heard a few weeks ago that I was teaching computer science. I don't know where that one came from, but I heard that one before. I don't know, but I teach accounting and math. And right now, at the stage I am right now, I have been looking at the political climate, and I realized that the people that we have right now in governance has been making a lot of blunders, and we really have problems in that front line. And based on my experience and what I've been through and so on, I really believe I could help, and now I have offered myself to serve at that level.
All right,
mainly
before we get too deep there, and then we can't swim back to the ocean, what did you say were your biggest influences growing up as a young man in the Darbo River Road area?
Well, Darbo is at that time we were basically struggling in terms of we had no infrastructure. Realistically, there was no current, there's no water and so on. And we have grown up to a point where we had to get up in the morning early to go down the road to get water and so on. That has given me the feeling that one day something will happen, something has to happen. And when Dr. Keith Mitchell, I could use that name, when he came up with the idea of bringing water to the south, which include Darbo and so on, that was really, I enjoyed that actually. I thought it was a very good vision. And know that Darbo is filled with all those infrastructure and utilities and so on. It dawned on me that in that period of time, where there were true development around Darbo River Road, Mount Rush area, the party that was in power at that time was the NNP party. Whenever NDC takes over, the infrastructure and the development seems normally get stagnated now. Yeah. And that has brought me to the point that if ever I get a chance to lead at that level, it has to be within the the new national party. It had to be. Right. So now that the opportunity has availed itself, I jumped at it. To be honest, I jumped at it, and I think I will do well. To be
I
honest.
believe you will do well. But tell us, what kind of student you would say you were in school? You went to the GBSS, arch rivals of the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School. And of course you would understand that. But what kind of student were you at GBSS?
Well, that's a story I tend not to tell people, mainly because when persons see me now, they wouldn't believe the kind of student I was. I wasn't a bad student. I never used to give trouble, to be honest with you, but I never used to do well in school. Yeah,
really.
In GBSS, the only reason I got promoted to Form 1 or Form 2, Form 3, to Form 3 is because for some reason I used to pass maths a lot. And Mr. Ashby at the time used to think that if a guy is able to pass maths, he should be able to pass everything else, right?
Well, yes, he should. I would think so too.
It's when I got to Form 3, I started studying, seeing what I'm capable of, and so on. And it had manifested that when I got to Form 4, I was actually promoting to a upper class, because GBSS, how it goes is that GBSS, right?
Yeah.
So there is a G, there is a B, there is a S, there is a S, S1, S2, and people tend to think that if you end up in G, you're supposed to be the brightest students of the cohort, right? And if you end up in S2, then you're not. But that was not the case, because I was in S1 when I started actually, and I got promoted to B. And when I got to Form 5, to be honest, one day I was going home. I used to walk home, and I was going down the Symmetry Hill, and I watched Dabo, and I said, listen, because of the problems we had, I said, I don't want to go to school for 5 years and come out and still not have anything to show for it.
Yeah.
And I made a decision at that point in time that I'm going to do the work that needs to be done. And I have never, ever been so studious, I would say, but it turned out pretty well. And then I did pretty well at CXC, went to college, and I came second in the island at A-levels. That's something I never envisaged. I don't think any of my family actually did, because I was supposed to be the farmer of the family anyways. Right? No, for real, I was supposed to be.
We're not going to look down on farmers now.
No. Actually, because what used to happen when we were young, whatever I planted, my father was a farmer, and he had lands and so on, and he does pretty well. I think farming is something that the mindset of people have to change about farming, because I believe farming is the best sector we have. We could develop that a lot more. But I was the one that whatever I planted used to grow and flourish.
You had a green hand.
Yes, I had a green hand, as they say. So much so that mom used to raise me up on the branca to plant scythe and thyme and so on when I was young. So I was supposed to be that person. When we got down to Dabo, it wasn't like that. We didn't have land and so on anymore, and I had to do something different. And I can't say I can't say I regret that decision. Yeah.
Was politics ever something you imagined that you're going to enter when you're younger?
No. Politics is something I always discussed, though. I discussed it a lot, but I never thought I would have entered it to be frontline as I am right now. I never thought so. That thought came in about 2 years back, when I was viewing what's happening, and I realized I could contribute. So I got involved. I got involved. I called and I said I want to get involved, and here we are.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Brenda Hood, she claimed to have visited every single house in that constituency. How did you feel when Brenda Hood visited your home, or were you home when she visited many years ago?
I wasn't home.
Oh, you weren't home. Okay.
But I know she did, because mom would have spoken about it. But I wasn't home. I was always out, either studying or going and playing in the Queen's Park at that point in time.
Yeah.
But I was never home. Maybe if I was, I would have been in my room anyway, reading or some kind of thing like that.
You played
football? I knew mom may have spoken.
You played football?
Football? I used to,
Used to.
Some people think I'm a very good footballer because I'm a leg boner.
Oh, so you have the same kind of legs like Chenny Joseph then?
Yeah, that kind of thing. But that was far.
That was before this thing from you.
Yeah, I used to play because we all do. Once you grow up in Dabo, football
you have to. Yeah, you have
is something that you normally play. But I never did it competitively because I was so involved into other things. Besides, I've seen persons foot break, persons get caught.
Yeah.
I hate them things.
Yeah. Are you a Rangers fan?
Well, yes and no.
Well, hold on. Be careful now.
I have to say yes or no. Yes, because within the area,
yeah,
I think everybody would have would have liked Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
And you go with the status quo, right?
Well,
But
yeah.
but prior to me going down to Durban, knowing Rangers team and so on, who I liked was
St. John's Sports.
no, not even St. John's, no.
Oh.
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
That
Uh-oh.
time with that
Okay.
time Steve Macker then was playing
Oh,
Hurricane.
well, now I can understand. Now I can understand. Now I can understand. Right. So you're originally a Hurricane boy.
Yeah, originally, but then
Originally a
in the
Hurricane
status
boy.
quo, you have to
You have
support
to go.
Rangers
Yeah, you have
because
to go with it.
look at that. Yeah, that's where you are.
You're a tutor at St. George's University. You said that you teach what? Math,
Accounting,
accounting
and some math.
And some math.
I used to do math a lot, but no, I'm doing strictly accounting because one of our accounting lecturers, he had resigned, and so I had to pick up where he has left off.
Okay.
Yeah, so most so accounting right now.
Most accounting. What drew you towards academia and teaching? What brought you? What pulled you into that area?
I would like to say my sister.
Oh.
I believe it was a God's anointed profession at the time. Because I never wanted to be a teacher, to be honest. When I was in college, they gave a course for persons who wanted to teach. And because I so much scared of going in front of people and talking, so I never did the course. And they said if you don't do the course, then you would not be a teacher when the 2 years is over. Yeah. So I accepted that. But my sister, the one a nurse, she from St. John's Christian Secondary again, and Brother George at the time wanted to start POA, Principles of Accounting, in St. John's Christian Secondary. And because she knew how good I was at accounting, she told Brother George that he have a brother that could do that for him now. And in the whole cohort of, I might have been the first one that got a teaching job. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I was called by divine invention to be a teacher, because since then I have never stopped, and I'm pretty good at it, teaching and helping people.
This brings us to my next question. You've never stopped. So then I ask you, what have you learned about young people through your years of teaching at St. John's Christian Secondary, and also now as you've moved on to the St. George's University? What have you learned about young people?
Times have changed. Persons' focus have changed. The young people' focus have changed. The way they were enthusiastic about, and that's just me, right? Enthusiastic about learning back then is a little bit different now, in that they're more fast-paced now. Yeah. Before they were more meticulous, want to make sure they know the material and so on. Now they are more into getting it done, whether it be by, should I say, any means necessary. Not that students are. It's just a different era where information is a big thing now. So it's easy to get information from all over the place. Back then, you used to get most of the information comes from books and from not even internet, because we didn't really have that at that point in time.
That's true.
So the focus have shifted into how information is delivered, and students are not thinking mostly about going and read a book now at all. They're more thinking about whatever slides you give them and whatever information you give them to augment that slide. And I have shifted from the mundane reading out notes for students to write, to now putting everything on a slide to ensure that the students still get the material in there based on their circumstances. Yeah. But in terms of students wanting to learn and so on, I don't think that have changed. I think students, youths want to learn. They want to have a career. It's just that how you bring it to them is very important. Yeah. How you do it is very important.
How you do it is very important. Good. Now, do you think working in the academic environment shapes how you approach national issues?
Certainly, because believe it or not, it might be a micro or smaller. It might be it's smaller because you're talking about a school as opposed to a national, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the issues that you'd find in the small organizations, it normally seems sort of issues you would find nationally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just that the audience is different because nationally you're talking about everybody, whereas in a school setting, educational setting, you're talking about just a student body or the school organization per se. So I believe what I've learned dealing with persons, serving persons, dealing with issues for students, helping them solve problems and so on. It could be likened on to a national stage. Yeah, it's just that the input will be different. The input will be more encompassing.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, if you put everything together, the solution will come up just as it does in organization.
If your students were given a task to describe you today, what kind of teacher would they say you are? Huh?
Well, they may say I'm crazy. They may say I'm helpful. I think a lot of them say I'm very helpful. I care about their education. I care that they want to learn. That's just me, but I believe based on we do assessments every semester, and those are the responses that you don't know who giving the responses, but you read them and you say that I am able to break down complex concepts easier for persons to understand, which is something I've always tried to do because I don't believe persons can't understand. I just think the way you deliver them, yeah, they would say I'm tolerant. I believe I am tolerant. That's something I believe I am. Yeah. And genuinely, they would say that I care about their education. Genuinely.
You've entered politics, Troy. And politics can be very, very, very demanding and sometimes unforgiving. What motivates you? What motivated you to step in? You spoke earlier on about, you saw a couple of things, but what really motivated you to step into politics? Understanding how unforgiving that job can be.
Where I've been, how I was helped by persons in the community, um, the fact that right now I believe I am at the point where I need to give back. My family motivated me. I spoke to them and they told me go for it, and I took that. And that might sound bad, but the devastation of our economy and our that has happened during this period from since 2022 to now, it's something that tells me that I need to stop talk about politics and to start to act, because I've been talking all along, and persons know me to be a talker, not in terms of politics now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I truly, what really motivates me right now is helping people. That's all.
So you
Helping
decide
people.
to move from talking to doing.
To doing. I talk a lot. I normally help people on my normal self. I'm not that I'm not normal, but I normally help people that ask me for help and so without even thinking about it at that level.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I could do a lot more if I'm at that level than what I'm doing presently. I think I
You
could do a lot.
chose the new national party. Of course, there are other parties in Grenada, but you chose the new national party. You seem to be somebody who likes Keith Mitchell. What other reasons would have caused you to choose the new national party?
The policies that the new national party it is all about. I came from a family where we didn't have much, to be honest, and in our time, scholarships and so on was hard to find. I'm not saying I didn't work for what I got, but I would have gotten helped to go to school. I'd have gotten help to pay for tuition and so on via the government, and and the I've always believed, and that's I always believe that based on the policies of the NNP versus the policies of the NDC, the NNP policies are more caring to people who actually needs the help than the other side. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because that was my main reason for getting is to help where I can. It seems kind of expectant that NNP would be the best choice. Yeah, I don't think I've ever in my mind thought about NDC at all when coming to me wanting to help people. I don't think that ever entered my mind. But if the reason for me doing this is to help, then if you look at both parties and see where you could more your skill would more be explored or exploited, if I could use that word.
Yeah.
And there was no discussion in my mind as to which party that you gravitate towards. There was no discussion. I just knew.
Okay, so then when did the conversation start about you becoming a candidate, and was it an easy decision to make, or did you take some time to consider all of it?
Well, the conversation would have started about a year and a half ago, I believe. But it was not a decision I had to think about, because once I decided to get into politics frontline, it was not that. So I decided that already. All my support structure was already told and was discussed about. So when I went to the party, I think it was the first time I met Emily, Mrs. Emily Pear is in a meeting, a town hall meeting they had in Marion. And that's why I met her. But I did engage her before. And I told her at that point, I really want to get into the politics. I did tell her at that point in time, however, I don't want to be frontline because I was doing a doctorate at the time. And there are a lot of things going on. But as things progresses, as I got involved and hear what's happening, and I see how the work has been, it has been a relief, it has been a joy to actually go out and talk to people and get what they're saying, what issues they have, and so on. I just decided, listen, I don't think I need to wait any further. So I told them at that point, if ever I could be considered to be a candidate, I will take it wholeheartedly, and I would do what I have to do to get things done, because I felt the people actually. I empathize with them and so on, the issues going through and so on. I try to help as much as I can, but I really believe I could do a lot more at the national level than at an individual level. So since the conversation started, I didn't want to get frontline yet, but as things progressed throughout, I just knew that was it. That was it. And
somebody just sent us a message here, and it says, "Good morning to you, Mr. Donald, and your guest, Mr. Troy Noel. I've heard a lot about you from my daughter in SGU." So you see, the message is getting home to people.
I'm telling you, though, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Persons I don't know would have met me in town and tell me, "Oh, you're teaching my daughter in school, or you're teaching my son in school," and so on. As a matter of fact, there's one particular student right now, and I wouldn't call his name, but he is supposed to be. He's supposed to be. His family is NDC, as a matter of fact. And he came to me one time and told me, "Mr. Troy Noel, I've seen you. I've realized you've joined the party, and I'm willing to work with you." He said the last time he told me is his mother is upset with him right now, actually. But
Oh no. That's not good. She has to
it's
respect
not,
him.
no, it's not good. But it goes to show that the impact I've had with students
Mhm.
have gone a long way, right? In order to spread my name and what I'm all about.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of benefiting from that right now,
Your
right?
close
And
friends, Troy, your close friends, your colleagues, those that you hang out with, and even your family members, how did they take it when they realized that, hey, Troy's up there?
my close friends had no issues with it. They have no issues. My close friends are persons that we line together. I could call one name, Mr. Devon Charles. Well, just now you'll be Dr. Devon Charles, as we all
Oh,
know.
that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were supportive. My family, I was kind of um I was kind of, how should I say, afraid to tell them,
Mhm.
from the point of view that we normally say our family no politics
Yeah.
support, but no frontline
Yeah.
politics. Well,
Yeah.
because politics in Grenada, as you know, sometimes could be a career ender.
Mm-hmm.
But no politics. So what I did when I decided, the first person I called was my brother, Dr. Martin, man, because he will be affected by a lot of
Yeah.
what I do. He will be
Yeah. Yeah.
affected. So I called him first. And he said, he didn't expect that. No one expect that, because the problem is that I stutter a lot. So public speaking has been an issue for me. Yeah. But I'm working with it. I'm working on it. He didn't expect that, but I told him first. And once he told me, well, he would, his family, we're family. And normally when family decide to do something, we tend to support. Not that he will be front line or whatever case may be, but after he had told me that, then I went to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
That was the frightening one, because she has always said no politics. She has always said, and she being the matriarch of the family, you tend to
Yeah.
whatever she say
Yeah.
goes. Yeah. So after that, I went to her and we sat down and we chat. And for the first time in all my years, mom's words were, do what you have to do.
Wow.
And that was it for me.
That was a
And that
game
was it.
changer for you then. If mom is
That
saying
was it.
to you, do
If
what you have
mom
to do,
said
that's a
that,
game changer. Yeah.
because you didn't really expect, I didn't really expect that from her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect that from her at all. When she said, do what you have to do, that was it for me. That was it for me.
The town of St. George, as I indicated in my opening salvo, is very unique. It is the capital, and it is what I consider, and I'm sure everybody else considers that to be the commercial heart of the country. How do you see you making that impact so that you are able to capture what is the heart of Grenada and represent the heart of Grenada?
Well, Andre, to be honest, I grew up in Dabo.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the bad, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've lived through the developments and we came from and where we are right now. Yeah, and the town of St. George is a very unique situation where most of the activities, even now, as people normally say, Grandans will be the next town. We still have the major activities there. Yeah, and me knowing where we come from and what the development was, it gave me a very good appreciation of what can be done in the future. Yeah. Now I have a real passion for ensuring that everybody live a comfortable life, living a life that they could be proud of without fear. And what gets me right now is the total disregard of this government to making sure that persons in River Road lives are safe. i.e. the River Road project. That
Mhm.
project, we have the water, which was stopped. And not only that, the maintenance of the waterways has been a real issue.
Mhm.
I believe if I'm able to ensure that those things that we take responsibility for those things and make sure that they are done. Yeah. Ensure that River Road, being the capital of football or sports, whatever, ensure that I'm there to help persons who are budding, yeah, into that light to develop their skills and so on. I think I am there, and I will need a lot of help, to be honest. Persons within the industry, but with everything I've learned over the period of time, I believe I have the knowledge and the drive to do what I can within that tongue of St. George situation. I have even in on the Caranage, I have discussions with persons and find out that a lot of persons, they have skills, they have the resources to get things done, but they just don't have the opportunity. Yeah. So I think, me knowing that, I believe I should be able to help um, give persons opportunities that they need to develop their own selves. Because if, as you say, if you give people the opportunity to develop their own selves, you, after a while, they don't have to study that again, because they would move on and they themselves would then help other persons. Yeah, it's a kind of
Chain reaction.
reaction. It's a
Mhm.
kind of chain reaction. You help me, that person helps somebody else, and of course, everybody, you bring everybody. Yeah, we're in a position right now where the town of St. George, the business places are, you talk to them and you realize they would say things like, things are not as it used to be. People not spending money as they used to spend. And they think about it, we don't have it. Yeah. And one thing persons has to understand is that in order for economies to develop, people have to spend. Yeah. But if you don't have the money to spend, and you there will be no economic activity.
Mhm.
I believe by instituting policies that allows persons to earn and maintain their family and so on in the town will again get the town be buzzing as it used to. I passed through town last Friday and I was so disappointed, because last Friday is not far from month end, I believe, and the town is not buzzing. It's not buzzing. And I say, "Well, what's going on here?" These are things, by the time you pass through town, there used to be a long traffic. Now there is none. Yeah, you're passing through like if nothing's happening there. And within my knowledge of what happens in town, it is not that. So you talk to people and they would say the same thing. Everybody, they don't have the money in order to spend. And if they do, they decide to save than
Mhm.
to
Not to spend.
than to spend. And when you get to a point where people start saving instead of spending, therefore means they are they are not confident that they're going to have a next dollar tomorrow. So they have to make sure they leave that for something.
That is true.
The,
Joy,
the,
do you know that I'm very passionate about people from St. Patrick? Do you know that?
oh, yes, well, I'm from St. Patrick too. Eh?
Well, that is my problem with you, because somebody just sent me a message, Troy, and they tell me a mother from Chantimel. What can I do
Yes,
with that?
man.
Hey,
Yes, man. I grew up, I spent a lot of my holidays, school holidays in Chantimel by Auntie Gloria and so on. In Monjaloom.
Mr. Man,
Yeah.
I am very passionate about people from St. Patrick. Now I have to stretch my protective arms around you two. You see? Stop that. You should have told me that earlier.
No, we originally from
But
Chantimel. Mom is from Chantimel.
yeah, somebody just sent me a message and said his mother is from Chantimel. Well,
Yeah, mom is from
well,
Chantimel.
I'll do it. I'll do it how Quap Bank does it. Welcome home. Hey, but let's get back to it. What would you say are the three biggest challenges facing the residents of the town of St. George at this time? What would you say are the three biggest challenges?
One, for what I've gone through, is housing. Housing
Mhm.
is a big challenge for persons there. Persons who you have cases where persons, where the side where I'm from, I believe things are it's much better than it used to be. All right.
That's the double
But
side.
the Dabo side.
Yeah.
But there is a new side, the Kalata side and so on, where and up Mount Rush and so on, where persons just start to develop themselves and so on. There's a lot of talk of persons wanting their own space, they want their own little place they could call home, as the as the Lord say, blessed the man that have his own, yeah. So yeah, and house repairs and so on is critical in that particular area. And River Road, some parts of River Road and so on, housing is an issue, and that's something I believe I'm going to tackle. Once given the chance, I'm going to tackle that that most important sector very, very fast, and help as much as I can. Yeah. Another issue I find is the as I mentioned below before, the flood mitigation.
Yeah.
No, as I said, I have no. I don't know what is the excuse of the government for not continuing the project. Because the project that it was at a stage where if he had continued, persons that fear would not be there. I was giving someone an experience yesterday, and I was telling them one day I was in school teaching, yeah, and a lot of rain was coming in school. That's in Grandans, and I felt so emotional about it because I'm saying if that rain was falling in River Road, or Tempe, or up that side, and that water come down, a lot of persons would lose what they have. Yeah. And the trees and so on in the river is taking over right now, and there's no dredging, there is no cleaning, there is no opening of the mouth of the river. So it's like persons, the government or the persons in authority don't care whether or not a whole river come down. The last time was the worst. Persons lose their vehicles in the water, the vehicles covered. And I think with all that, it would dawn on the persons in authority to say, no, we need to really deal with that issue. But nothing still has not been done. And that is something that gets me. I'm emotional every time I think about it, because it's something that should have been done. The funding was there to get it done, and you just decide not to continue it. Yeah. And the third thing that really gets me to is the youths in that area, the idle youths in that area. By speaking with them, you know that they have skills. You know that skills could be used. You know there is a program that Francis Penn normally called the BEST program. The Imani program that was shut down. I've spoken to persons who in the area who have gone through the Imani program and told me that was the best thing that ever happened to them. Yeah, they have developed their life to the point where now they have stable jobs, and some of them even have a business by themselves. Yeah, that they live in offer. So I am tackling the youth unemployment, the flood mitigation, and the housing. I think those three things are the ones that would really help the tongue of St. George. And of course, well, if I'm going to say a fourth, is trying to develop the economy such that the business in the area could start to get to a point where they feel comfortable again. Because at this point in time, it's not there's no comfort. Every month and salary you have to pay, persons have headache to see how they're going to do it. Yeah. And that's something we really need to sort out, really need to be sorted out. And those four things, I believe, once they're done properly, we should be fine.
The country is growing. However, the landmass cannot grow unless we make it grow. We as human beings, we have to do what is necessary to make it grow. I ask you this question based on the fact that I have never heard a politician directly speak to traffic in the town of St. George. And we all know, Troy, it is a mess. Are you prepared to put that on your to-do list to at least look at ways of handling traffic in the town of St. George?
The truth is, yes, you said four. But what happened is that I'm in discussion with persons of, well, just ideas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of how could we handle traffic in town, like parking lots, seeing if persons could be shuttled in. It's just discussion, nothing concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we do acknowledge the fact that sometimes traffic is a problem in the town of St. George, within the town itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I have been discussing those issues, and given the right avenues and the right opportunity, I think it could be tackled. I even had discussion of persons making some roads one way,
Yeah.
to ensure that you have given parking on the sides, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But the more plausible one I've heard is the shuttle in and out. That makes it easier, even to put a lane for buses to go down, so that they could separate from the normal traffic. Because a lot of cases, buses in the line is what normally keep people from reaching where they're going. But it's just in discussion, this discussion stage.
Mm-hmm.
And you are right, it's something that needs to be tackled.
What leadership style do you bring to the table?
Very democratically. I'm a very democratic person. I expect people to I listen to people a lot, discuss issues. I believe that's the best style that you could, because persons tend to own up to the decision when they are part of the decision. Yeah. When you discuss with people and come up with a solution, people tend to more embrace the decision because if they feel a part of it, yeah, than if you just decide you're just going to say something. I mean, I do understand that sometimes decision need to be made, yeah, and sometimes made quick, but engaging persons and so on in decision that affects them will be a much more effective way of leading, or leading persons, or making policy changes, decisions, and so on. You must engage engage people whenever they decide to do something that affect them.
How important is listening in politics?
It is, if I give a percentage, 75% of my work is me listening to people.
Mm-hmm.
I like to listen. I don't like to talk before I listen.
Mm-hmm.
So I listen a lot. I listen, and when I talk to what is passionate about to that individual. Persons tend to feel more comfortable with you if you sit down there and listen to them, listen to what they say, listen to their cries, listen to what they think is going to help. You try to listen as much, and then you come up with your talk about what you feel, what you think should happen, what should not happen, and so on. And they appreciate it more. Yeah, so I am all ears. Every time somebody want to talk to me, I'm all ears. My ears is always, I tell people my ears are big now, so you could take a lot of information. Yeah, but I think listening is paramount to helping. It don't make sense doing something for someone you have not listened to their concerns, because you don't know whether what you think is the solution is what the person wants. You don't know that if you don't listen to their stories.
If you were to speak to principles guiding your decision making, what principles would you say guide you when you make your decisions?
The part of me that cares about people, that's one thing that guide my decision. The part of me that want to see people succeed, right? I read a post a few weeks back where someone say, from since they know me, they know as a teacher, they know I like that, like when poor people get an education, that makes me feel good, and it does actually make me feel good. I make sure that once a person is here, they would succeed, at least for the control I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My people skills, I believe I could engage people without any animosity. People tend to be comfortable around me. I believe that helps also. And my love for country. I love Grenada
Mm-hmm.
very, very much.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could help to develop the economy or develop Grenada, I would do it within a heart's beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all that I that has motivated me to be where I am right now.
Now, what gives you any hope at all about the country's future? What gives you any hope at all? And to add to that question, what concerns you as you think about the future of Grenada? What concerns you about the direction that Grenada is taking today?
What concerns me about the direction Grenada is taking today?
Mm-hmm.
We are on a downward trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
Our economy is being what should I say? For where we have been prior to 2002 to where we are right now, it's a far cry from what was being promised. Yeah, what was being promised, Grenada should have been a lot further in terms of or economy and so on. The environment of the leadership is something that is not like you couldn't see it coming, but it's more than I expected. It's a lot more than I expected. It's a lot more than I expected. I really didn't expect it to be that bad this quick. Yeah. And I if we continue in that trajectory within the next 2 or 3 years, Grenada would not be a place that people wants to live in. And I'm being honest in what I'm saying. The prices are too high. The reason for the prices, that the reasons given is not reasons that to me is plausible. The prices are too high. Persons do not feel safe. Everything that is done, somebody that earns from it, whereas the majority doesn't. Yeah, it seems as though everything is just for a selected few persons, and the majority of Grenadians do not feel the do not feel I'm going to use the word money now. I don't like to use the word. I don't like to use it, but they do not feel it. They do not feel it. They don't have the purchasing power to get what they want. And even if they do, they go in the supermarket and what you get for it. When 2022, I can use a box of fries, right? 2022, a box of fries was $50. No, right now, the same box of fries, the same one is 100, which means in 3 years, 3.5 years, that has increased by 100% in 3 years. Where you ever find that kind of inflation rate? Yeah. Well, we talk about Turkey all the time. Isn't that so?
Yeah.
I remember time Turkey was
Turkey.
Turkey was normal food them time. They know. Now Turkey is $10 a pound. We ever hear that? Yeah, and there is no urgency on the part of the government to help nothing, to help persons afford those things. And they use the normal say it's happening all over the place. all over the world. Prices increase. That's what they use. But then why would you explain to me how come the same turkey for $10.50 here is sold for $5 in Trinidad? It's not the same boat are bring in Trinidad. Eh? So I mean, explain that to me. Help me to understand how prices in Grenada get so high as opposed to our neighboring countries, Saint Vincent or Trinidad, or how? Yeah. So if we continue like that, Grenada will not be able to survive another 2 or 3 years. The way they're heading now, they would not be able to. Yeah. And tell me.
I was going to ask you, what role do you think young professionals like yourself, what role do you believe that you guys have in shaping Grenada's future, that is?
Well, person like myself, who have lived through, who've seen the economies, how things work, who are educated to the point where we know how things are supposed to work, how things supposed to be ruled out, because we've lived it, we've seen it happen, and we understand the always say with the Gen Z
the
we
Gen
understand that. Yeah. I think the profession that we have, we could help within that realm. In my case, my profession is financial, small business management and so on. I could help to consult. In other cases, persons who are in the legal fraternity could help in that with legislation, governance, and so on. There are persons who, in like their political leader, who are versed in leadership, should be to ensure that the leadership is taken care of. Then we have people in sports that knows the ins and outs of the sporting arena that will be able to contribute there. And recently we realized we have somebody in education again that would be able to lend her expertise there and so forth. So because we have experienced it and we have seen what is happening, I believe we could lend our knowledge and experience in that field to better what we have right now. No one is saying that everything is bad. I'm not saying that, but whatever it is now, it could be better. It could be better once it is looked at. We take out what is not working, put something that is working at this point in time, and we should be able to contribute as much based on our experience and our learning. We should be able to contribute.
If you had a message for your constituency, the people of the town of St. George who are listening this morning, if you had a message for them, Troy, what would that message be?
I'm here to serve. I'm here to listen. I'm here to look at your issues, and I'm here to help you solve those issues. Understand this, and let me be clear. I may not have the solution, but you would. In discussion with you, we could come up with a solution that works. Meet me, speak with me. Stop me anywhere. My name is Troy Noel, Mr. Noel, whichever way you want to call. I normally tell my students, call me Troy, because if you say Mr. Noel, I'll think I'm too old. But stop me, engage me, speak with me. I will speak with anybody, anytime. And I am always a listening ear, always a listening ear. And whenever you see me, I'll pass by your house every now and again. I'll say hi. Please engage me. I have no issues. I have no problems with anybody. Yeah, and I talk to every single body. Every person would say that. I talk to everybody. Careless whether I know you are from a different, you support a different party, whatever the case may be, I will still engage you, because I still believe governance is not party line. Governance is people.
Mhm.
Yeah. And when a government gets the opportunity to govern, when a party gets the opportunity to govern, we don't govern by color. We govern for people. Grenada, the party is out the door at that point in time, and the people is what is important. So that's my mantra. That's what I've lived by. And tell us who you are. Just engage me. We could have a discussion, come up with issues. I'm very, very, very approachable.
5 years from now, and this is our closing question. 5 years from now, if the people of the town of St. George look back on Troy Noel's term in politics, what would you want them to say about your contribution?
He has worked. He has represented. He has visited. Because one thing I've realized on that trail is a lot of people say politicians come, they say all nice things, and when they get into office, they don't come back at all. That I want to change. That narrative I want to change. So he has worked, he has represented well, he has visited, he has taken our issues and bring it forward. So much so that solutions were developed and solutions were implemented. That's what I want them to say. Yeah, that I have been a servant and I'm continuing to serve.
Mr. Noel, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Politics, as I dare say in my own words, at its best, it's about ideas, service, and the willingness, as you know, of individuals to step forward and, as you quite rightly said, place yourself before people. Today, Grenada has an opportunity to hear from you. This morning, they heard from you. Is it your first time, right? The first time?
First time.
First time. So I guess everybody be coming after you now. Careful now. A man whose journey has moved from the classroom to the SGU into the public arena now, and where you're offering yourself to represent the people of the town of St. George and by extension, the people of Grenada. Whether one supports the new National Party or not, democracy is strengthened, I believe, with people like you who, as you just said, engage you, speak to you, and present your own vision for the country. That is what you've been saying. The people of the town of St. George will ultimately make the decision when the time comes. But conversations like this, I believe, would allow them an opportunity to make a better decision. Mr. Noel, we wish you all the best in your journey ahead, and we thank you for taking the time off to share your thoughts with Grenada this morning. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us for 20 questions for yet another morning. Troy, it was really nice having you, bro. It was
Thank you very much. Thank you to your listeners who are listening to. Actually, I enjoyed it, and I thank you, Andre. Thank you for the opportunity.
on, bro. You know, we good like that.
Okay,
we good like that. We good like that.
Know that you know I'm from Shantimela.
Well, not only that, there's one other thing that you have to that you don't know about me. I grew up on Church Street.
Oh, okay.
I went to Heinz.
Oh, you went to Heinz. Okay,
Yeah,
then. Well, I went to Palma back in the day.
Right. I went to Heinz together with De Gale's brother, the one that died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the one that died. We were in the same class.
Okay.
What's his name? What's his name? What do they call him now? Kwabena Amen. His name was John Searles. That was his name going to school. We were in same class together.
Okay.
Yeah, so
De Gale used to live in Cherry up there at that point in time.
He used to live in Cherry up there. So and then I went back after finishing Heinz. I went back and I taught for like 2 years in Heinz.
Okay.
So I'm a Church Street boy. So you know. But I love my Paris St. Patrick's. But because my mom worked as a domestic at the Anglican rectory. So I basically grew up in the rectory. They thought I was going to be a priest, but I didn't end up being a priest at all. I didn't end up being a priest. But it was nice talking to you, bro. And do me a favor, yeah? Don't ever tell anybody that you have a stuttering problem. You don't.
Well,
because if you didn't say that, people wouldn't have noticed it this morning, Joy. Don't ever tell people that.
Yeah, because I was comfortable. I was comfortable.
Right, and that's the important thing. And I tell you this, yeah? Because I knew that you had a stuttering problem, and I spoke to a couple of people. I says, and everybody, people with radio experience, and it says, Andre, make him comfortable. Once he's comfortable, then you will get the best out of him. And then I remember that many, many years ago when I was working at GBN, Lord Kitchener came in for a function at PBC. And I was given the opportunity to interview him. And I did not know that Lord Kitchener stutters. And you talking about stutter real bad. And I kind of like froze up when I started, and then it came back to me, Andre, you got to make the man comfortable. And that's how I came to hear him. You hear him singing all these nice melodies, man, you should hear him speak. You might have to do something, say, hold on, Kitch, write that down for me, boy. But no, it was good talking to you, man. And hey, link me anytime. We can have a conversation again, man. Yeah.
Anytime, yes, definitely.
Take care of yourself, Troy, and do have a wonderful, wonderful morning.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bless you.
Have a morning.
You
okay,
too.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Filter truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada.
It's real. It's 91. 5 minutes it is before the hour. Was good, wasn't it? Yeah, for me it was really good.
Are you running a business or just running a hustle? Join Grenville Cooperative Credit Union for its 3rd annual Business Smart Forum under the theme From Hustle to Enterprise, Building Structured, Sustainable Businesses. March 26th, Grenada Trade Center. Registration begins 9:30 in the morning. Engage in powerful workshop-style sessions on managing the small business like a business, not a hustle. Financial discipline for small businesses, because cash flow is king. Network with experts from Grenada Industrial Development Corporation, Inland Revenue, and Grenada Chamber of Commerce. Register today at any GCCU branch or call 442-8602. Your contribution, members, $100, $150 for non-members. At GCCU, small business is our business.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive. Color by Sissons. Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color. Color by Sissons. Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Grenada, get ready as the St. Patrick's Organization for Development presents the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Sunday, March 15th, church service at the St. Patrick's RC Church. Tuesday, March 17th, the opening ceremony at the Sotez Bus Terminal from 10 a.m. Friday, March 20th, bonfire in Montreal from 6 p.m. Saturday, 21st March, it's Health Walk from Samaritan to the Sotez Bus Terminal from 4:30 p.m. and Street Vibes at Rusty Rose Bar, downtown Sotez from 6 p.m. Sunday, 22nd March, it's Mountain Jam, Salis Mountain Road from 5 a.m. and the Fun Day at the Mali Playing Field from 12 p.m. Monday, 23rd March, it's a school quiz at the St. Patrick's Anglican School from 12 p.m. Friday, 27th March, it's BFS at Calico Parking Lot from 4 p.m. Saturday, 28th March, it's Street Vibes and Karaoke on Main Street Sotez from 4 p.m. And on Sunday, March 29th, it's the grand finale, Run St. Patrick's Run from 6 a.m. and Street Fiesta from 12 p.m. until. So remember, it's the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Be there.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, where the airwaves free read. On the radio see. No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe. Just the raw truth that flow like Mount Quack tribe. From Grand Ends to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now, I'd let your heart pour out. Microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM are the vessel, your message fill the ear. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. We'll have the details when we return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Peter Joseph. The Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, GSWMA, has announced that the tire disposal facility at the Perseverance landfill is temporarily out of service. In a statement, the authority advised tire dealers, businesses, and individuals to securely store used tires in covered areas on their premises until further notice. Officials emphasized that residents should not attempt to dump tires at the landfill during the closure, as this could create environmental and safety hazards. In the region, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, opposition leader Ralph Gonsalves is warning against a controversial U.S. proposal that could see St. Vincent and the Grenadines serve as a transit point for refugees and deportees from third countries. Gonsalves says the government's description of the country as a place of transit is misleading, since individuals could remain long-term if granted refugee status or while applications are pending. He questioned who would bear the cost of repatriation if claims are denied, noting that one OECS country reportedly agreed to accept 28 people annually, and speculating St. Vincent may be asked to take 30 to 50. The opposition leader raised concerns about security risks, warning that the group could include criminal elements more sophisticated than local offenders. He criticized the government for trading Cuban doctors for what he described as vagabonds of all sorts, and accused officials of trying to appease Washington to protect the citizenship by investment program. Gonsalves argued that selling citizenship devalues the Vincentian passport and could jeopardize visa-free travel to the UK and Europe. He said the proposal faces widespread public opposition and warned of tremendous resistance if the government moves forward. The plan remains highly controversial, with critics warning of social and security consequences for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Turning now to local sports, it was a busy Friday on the courts in the Ministry of Youth and Sports secondary school volleyball competition, with thrilling matchups and a couple of forfeits. In the female division, SMSS dominated SJCG, winning in straight sets 25-9, 25-23, 25-15. But the highlight of the day came in a 5-set battle between SJCSG and GSS, with SJCSG edging out the win 3-2. Scores were 29-27, 25-18, 25-27, 20-25, and 15-11 in the decider. Over in the male division, GSS also went the distance, defeating PBC 3-2 in another nail-biter. Set scores were 25-21, 25-16, 24-26, 21-25, and 15-13. Meanwhile, St. John's Christian Secondary School had a quiet day, as both its male and female teams forfeited matches against SAASS, giving SAASS default victories with sets recorded at 25-0. A tough break for St. John S., but plenty of competitive volleyball elsewhere. This ends the latest news update as produced by Triple N. Thanking you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Seasons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of colors.
Color by Seasons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with Color by Seasons.
Grenada, get ready as the St. Patrick's Organization for Development presents the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Sunday, March 15th, church service at the St. Patrick's RC Church. Tuesday, March 17th, the opening ceremony at the Sotez Bus Terminal from 10 a.m. Friday, March 20th, bonfire in Montreat from 6 p.m. Saturday, 21st March, it's Health Walk from Samaritan to the Sotez Bus Terminal from 4:30 p.m. and Street Vibes at Rusty Rose Bar, downtown Sotez from 6 p.m. Sunday, 22nd March, it's Mountain Jam, Salis Mountain Road from 5 a.m. and a fun day at the Mighty Playing Field from 12 p.m. Monday, 23rd March, it's a school quiz at the St. Patrick's Anglican School from 12 p.m. Friday, 27th March, it's Beer Fest at Calico Parking Lot from 4 p.m. Saturday, 28th March, it's Street Vibes and Karaoke on Main Street Sotez from 4 p.m. and on Sunday, March 29th, it's the grand finale, Run St. Patrick's Run from 6 a.m. and Street Fiesta from 12 p.m. until. So remember, it's the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta 2026 from Sunday, March 15th to Sunday, March 29th. Be there.
Big Bacchanal, Big Bacchanal, Big Bacchanal, let it be again. Big Bacchanal, all the way jamming, trouble the stress away. we fetching it out today. It's all that we jamming. It's mass we come out to play, and we going all the way. Boy, the bacchanal start. Real bacchanal, big bacchanal, boy. Let the bacchanal start again. Real bacchanal, big bacchanal, boy. Everybody happy, it's mass today. And we do business, it's a clean away. 5 on 100, we don't go below that. It's all or nothing, I know you should know that. I said, no bag on my shoulder. Everything alright, stressed out for the night. 5 taking we over. Everything alright, stressed out for the night. All day we jamming. We throwing the stress away, we fetching it out today. It's all that we jamming. It's mass we come out to play, and we going all the way. Boy, the bacchanal start. Real bacchanal, big bacchanal, boy. Not the bacchanal start again. Real bacchanal, big bacchanal, boy. Say what you want. We don't care. All of these grown people, no children in here. We doing what we want. We don't care. So mind your business. Just start the way. No bag on my shoulder. Everything alright. Stressed out for the night. Sweet vibes taking we over. Everything alright. Stressed out for the night. All day we jamming. We throwing the stress away. We fetching it out today. It's all that we jamming. It's mass we come out to play, and we going all the way.